Hi everyone, this is Tony from bluebutterflycreations.blogspot.com, and today I have a fall 2-page layout for you. And this layout is using vintage paper from the Coordination Vintage Collection, and I believe this is Angel Orchid. It's a nice pretty soft red purple. I also have some paper from SEI from the Homestead Collection. I have this nice print here. I have this stripe, and I have this nice paisley kind of pattern, which is the back side of the stripe. I also have some cuts that I did on my Cricut, and these are here. I have this first layer, which is out of the vintage brown from Core. I have that same plaid, and then I have some cream paper. I have gone ahead and on my largest one, I stamped this, I think it's called Harvest Candle from Lockhart. And I stamped that with Rich Cocoa Memento ink so I can use my Copic markers later to color it. So I'm going to start off giving you some of the dimensions. I have 2 sheets of that vintage Angel Orchid, 12 by 12. I have 2 pieces of the stripe so that the stripes run vertical. This is cut at 3.5 inches. I have 2 pieces of the back side of that cut at 3 inches. Then I have some of that plaid, again SEI, and these are cut, 2 of them at 3.25 by 2.25. I have 2 pieces of that plaid cut at 3.75 by 5.25. I have 2 that are cut at 4.25 by 6.25. I have some of this metallic thread. And I have some random sayings that I cut out of a Die Cuts with a View paper pack from 2011 or 2010 Harvest Stack. So what I'm going to start doing is just assembling my pages. And the first step is I'm going to trim my paper. Assembling the different layers. So that way it will all come together at once. And I'm going to start by taking my strips here. So I have my 3.5 and my 3 inch. I'm just going to run some adhesive on the back side. I'm going to center that. There we go, there's one. So you can see how that sits. With the other one. Move some of these pieces around here. And I have these journaling spots, and I have, and you can see it in the corner here, I have an Imagine, and the Imagine comes preloaded with some of these die cut pieces. So I decided to use this piece, and I cut 3 different sizes. The largest is 4, the middle is 3.5, and the smallest one is 3. And then for each consecutive layer, I just subtracted 3 points. So the 3.01, the next layer on top of it is 2.7, and then subtracting 3, I have a 2.4 cream to go on top. Do the same thing with the other ones, just subtracting 3 points per layer. So I'm going to adhere those together. So I'm going to bring over my 12 by 12 pages here. I have my 2 strips. And what I'm going to do is just start playing with my design, because depending how I lay out the pieces is where my string is going to go. So I really like the idea of having these strips towards the bottom. And then I have one of my pictures, my 4x6 here. I have another 4x6 here. I have my candle. I have these for journaling squares. I'll put one probably here. Another one towards the other end. I have my mount for my 3x5. I got another one here that I'm going to overlap. I'll probably put my two little ones. I don't really have that like that. So I'm going to move this around. And pull that there. Put my candle up in this corner. My journaling square over. Take my little there. There. I think I'm going to go with that maybe. I can have pictures. Alright, so I left this a little blank here, so I'm going to actually probably put the square in the center so I could put a date. So I'm going to wrap my metallic thread on both sides. I have my two metallic threads on the ends, and I'm going to secure this to my page. I'm writing adhesive right where that thread is. Sure, I got plenty. So now I'm going to secure this to my page, and I'm probably going up about 1/2 inch from the bottom. So I have plenty of space for my pictures and any journaling. I'm pressing that down. Now I'm going to come to the other side, and I'm going to do the same thing and wrap my thread. I'm going to secure this strip as well to my page. Okay. I'm going to line up my two pages so I can make sure these sit equally in the bottom there and line up nice. Flatten them down. There. Alright, so now I'm going to use some pop dots for this little title here. I'm just going to pop some of these out for the back. Okay. And since this is my littler one, it's going down here, centered over my strip. Center of the page, just like that. And I can always come in with a fine tip pen and write on it, even though it's popped up. Okay, I'm going to use some of my mono adhesive to tack down some of my mounts from my pictures. Place this one up towards this edge here. Going to go about here, and as you can see, I'm putting these at a slight angle just for some fun. think I'm just going to put this one over here. I'm going to just nuzzle it underneath that string. Just like that. And I got that little wallet size one. I'm going to put that at a slight angle here. And I have my other side. This one as a portrait. Put one side here. Got my candle stamped one for journaling, for a title. That at a slight angle up over here. My other little wallet size mount. I'm going to put right like that. Fill in some space. And again, I have my little sayings here. So I'm going to take this larger red with purple print harvest one. I'm going to put that right in underneath this one here. There we go, that looks good. I'm going to take my Falling for You. I'm going to put that one underneath this landscape one here. Take this one that says November. And place that one over the center of this one here. Kind of doubled. There. Very quick 2-page 12 by 12 layout using paper from Coordination and SEI. And I'm going to bring this up so you can see all the little elements and embellishments here. Very simple. This one up so you can see that. The candle that I can layer color with Copic markers. And thank you for joining me on this episode of bluebutterflycreations.blogspot.com.